Hello and welcome to this month's sales tip, the sales tip for May 2019. And behind me in the distance you see the beautiful Spanish city of Bilbao, where I'm in the process of enjoying a few days break. Incredibly clean city, by the way, and as ever with the Spanish people, a very warm and very welcoming population here. If you want to break somewhere, it's somewhere I'd strongly recommend. And as ever, it's provided inspiration for this month's tip. But what in particular? Well, it's the Guggenheim Museum, an iconic piece of architecture that was opened in 1997. Now, the local government actually invested themselves 100 million euros, 100 million euros into the building of this museum. But after 3 years only, just 3 years, it's believed that the museum had welcomed 4 million visitors, so that's 4 million extra tourists to the city. It's estimated that they'd spent around about 500 million euros, which had generated in local taxes, surprise, surprise, 100 million euros. And since then, this museum has been making money for this beautiful city. And as I say, it's provided the inspiration for this month's tip, because it's made me think about how we should be making investments in ourselves for the future. And I'm going to talk about networking. We're all incredibly busy people in professional sales, and every day it can be quite challenging just to find a way through that particular day's set of activities. And it's all too easy to say, I should be doing a bit more of that next month or maybe the month afterwards, and we never quite get round to it. But you know, this is a really important investment in the future, because without networking you don't find necessarily as many new and different opportunities. You certainly don't make new contacts. You don't have your mind expanded by looking at different industries, and the danger therefore is your mind can only expand out, and your thinking can only expand out, your skills can only expand out to what you see around you. It's the equivalent of being, relatively speaking at least, even in a big international organisation. You're only as big as the pond you're in, and you can become a big fish in a small pond. You need to get out of that into a bigger sea to expand your mind, expand your thinking, expand your skills, but potentially expand your contacts. So how can you go about this? Well, the obvious one is professional sales bodies. There's plenty of professional institutes, not only in the UK but globally, that provide local regional meetings as well as national meetings, as well as conference, and of course you've got virtual networking via their groups on LinkedIn as well. And what about the industry groups for the clients and customers who you deal with? They inevitably will have an industry group where you'll have the opportunity to attend local meetings, national meetings, contact people, and you might even get direct sources of new business from that as well. So the excuse for not networking, and incidentally, have you ever noticed there's only one letter difference between the words networking and the two words not working? You just change the E to an O. Well, not doing anything is actually not working as effectively as potentially you could do. Networking is a fantastic investment in the future, and it's something I'd strongly recommend. And just a thought, I've enjoyed the privilege of judging the National Sales Awards and similar awards in the UK every year for many years now. Now, whether it's professional salespeople who I've been judging or sales leaders, one of the common traits that I've observed is that these people invest a significant amount of time to networking within their industries and networking within the industries of their clients and customers. So if it works for award winners, maybe it should work for the rest of us. So the sales tip for this month is about building and growing yourself, not only the contacts you have, but opening your mind up to other opportunities, other skills, other thoughts, other ideas, or else you're going to be confined by everything that's simply around you within your own organisation. Invest time as a priority to networking. It provides potentially massive returns. Now, if you don't do anything about networking, in 3 years' time you might look back and think, I haven't noticed any difference. Well, you know, the people of Bilbao, if they hadn't built the Guggenheim Museum, they may not have noticed any difference after 3 years. But after 3 years, of quite a substantial investment, they were seeing massive returns. You will see massive returns by investing time in networking. Hope you've enjoyed the thought for this month. I'll see you in June. As ever, I'm not sure if it's going to be in quite beautiful surroundings as this, but let's keep our fingers crossed. You never know. Look forward to seeing you then.